Welcome to the Habits to Goals podcast with Martin Grunberg. It's time to take control of your life. Are you ready to achieve goals faster and more consistently than ever before? You need the habit factor. You're listening to Habits to Goals, the podcast that helps you create the habits that lead to success. And here is Martin Grunberg.
Alrighty, here we go. Welcome back. Thank you so much for joining me. My name is Martin Grunberg. You have reached Habits to Goals. And yes, you have guessed it. You have come to the right place. We have a magnificent Mind Bullet Monday today. In fact, we're trying something a little different. I'm going to play a clip. Hopefully nobody gets arrested. A clip off YouTube, and it's like a minute long. It's semi-funny. It certainly supports what this Mind Bullet is all about. It is called Anybody Can Do It. Just think about that. Think about that thought. Anybody can do it. Anybody can do it. All right, before we get into that, for the new listener, first, welcome. You have come to the right place. If you're looking to achieve your goals in the quickest, most efficient manner possible, and that would entail crafting the core supportive habits, the positive habits that are aligned with your goal. To do this, we use something called PAR. Plan, act, record, and reassess. The easiest thing you can do is simply, believe it or not, Google PAR and the habit factor. You'll get some very solid resources, some posts. It's a quick way to access the free tracking template, which of course is on the site at thehabitfactor.com/templates. I believe you can also text the word habits to 33444. Thank you, frequent listener. It is good to reset that, make sure everybody gets up to speed. Now for today's magnificent Mind Bullet. Anybody can do it. So here we go. I'm going to flip over. Give me a sec. Make sure the browser pulls this up. In fact, I'm going to do something right now. Hang on. So here we go. This is from the movie. I'm not even sure how it is I saw this. I'm sure it was years after it came out in theater. It's called Central Intelligence with The Rock and Kevin Hart. Very, very funny guy. And he runs across The Rock, and he used to be this heavy set kid, and now he is The Rock. He is rocked. And listen to this.
Dude, you used to be fat Robbie. Look at you. This is like a total transformation, man. You look like Hercules or somebody. What did you do? Come on, man, give it to me. What did you do?
I didn't do much, really.
Stop it.
All right, well, I just did one thing.
Well, come on, I need to know.
I worked out 6 hours a day, every day, for the last 20 years straight. I mean, anybody can do it, right?
Yeah. You know, I've gotten into hot yoga.
Anyone can do it. Anybody can do it. So don't get caught up, please, in... Let me flip over here and make sure we're still recording. Sweet. Don't please get caught up in the 6 hours a day for 20 years. First of all, it's a movie. But it underscores the point. Anybody can do it. Right? We came off last week's, I think it was a Wednesday special Mind Bullet. Right? This idea that if it doesn't challenge you, it doesn't change you. And this is a perfect complement to that episode. Anybody can eat a salad a night, 4 times a week, or maybe every night. Anybody can go into the gym 4 times a week. Anybody can write for 20 minutes a day. Anybody can do 20 push-ups a day. I told you about my challenge. I don't know where the heck it came from, this idea to do 30 burpees, not burp-ups, burpees with the push-up for 30 days straight. Anybody can do it. And it begs the question, if anybody can do it, and all these things seem so great and or perhaps insurmountable, or maybe I can't do it, what then is the difference? How does that become possible? Well, the first is, we talk about it all the time, the difference between being interested and being committed. With this burpee challenge, I was committed. I don't really know how to explain it. On January 2nd, I said to myself, we are going to do 15 burpees a day for 30 days. And what's totally bizarre about that is usually I'm not streak guy. I'm not really into doing something every day. I believe in down days, but I was into the challenge. I was giving myself a challenge. So what's interesting and worth sharing is I set the bar extremely low, 15 a day. And after I did 15, I was like, well, 15 is probably too low. So let's make it 30. But I don't want to push it. I want to keep it low and keep it attainable and still be far greater than what I was doing before. Anybody can do it. So I do 30, and then I'm like, well, that's really interesting. I'm going to see if I can always do it within 10 minutes. And so day 2 or day 3, I'm realizing I can do this in 5 minutes. Again, the point is not the specific challenge. Whatever is going to challenge you, inspire you, right? Come from your heart. It might be writing. It might be drinking water. It may be walking around the block twice a day for 30 days straight. It may not be a streak type challenge, but anybody can do it. And the key is, from my experience, A, being committed, and B, starting ridiculously small. Could you walk around the block twice or once for 30 days? You know, again, it's not the specific challenge. It's what is it? If it doesn't challenge you, it doesn't change you, and then anybody can do it. So this is the perfect segue, or this is, the segue episode, the follow-up episode, right? The sequel to, if it doesn't challenge you, it doesn't change you. Some people probably left that going, okay, great, and not doing anything. And or with that not doing anything, they're thinking, well, that's for somebody else, somebody who's disciplined, right? We know that discipline is a habit, and we also know we should do 2 things. Take life very seriously, and also do not take it seriously, right? We have the ability to do both of those things. We don't want to get dichotomous in our thinking. There's plenty opportunity and reason not to take our life and things not too seriously. At the same time, some people believe this may be the only life you have. Probably worth taking seriously in terms of your health, your fitness, your diet, the aspirations, the goals, the ideals you're going after. We also did the episode, the best gift you can give another, a loved one. Is it knowledge? Is it love? Is it a new house? A trip around the world? The answer, my friend, is your own personal development. So, not to confuse themes here, but anybody can do it. And I'm trying to build off the idea, if it doesn't challenge you, it doesn't change you. And I'm trying to give you a step up using my own experience that you start with a small challenge and you use the free tracking sheet or the free tracking app, Android and iOS, and you develop a streak. I'm going to post my burpee streak, which I believe is, I don't have in front of me, 40 plus days, 41, maybe 42 with today. I haven't run the chart lately. So, and by the way, following PAR, plan, act, record, reassess, my first 30-day period, my first 28-day period, 4 weeks, 28 days, was a minimum of 30. My second 28 days is interesting. I've never done this before. I'm tracking 2 habits and they alternate. So the other minimum base is for Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays, and it's 60 on those target days. And then the off days are still 30. So, yes, as you might imagine, this has done a world of good for my conditioning. I feel terrific. The crazy thing is I did have to raise the bar following PAR, which is fine, because the endorphins and the high I was getting from doing 30 going into the second 4-week period, I'm better conditioned. I'm stronger. So 30 doesn't do it. And now I gotta up the ante to 60. But anybody can do it. And it's just one day at a time, winning the day, taking it small, being committed, and then obviously diligent about tracking. So that's it. Anybody can do it. I'm going to play the clip one more time because I think it's so fun / funny. I want to get to the starting point. Bear with me. And here we go. Take it away, Kevin Hart. Again, I hope nobody gets busted for this.
Dude, you used to be fat Robbie. Look at you. This is like a total transformation, man. You look like Hercules or somebody. What did you do? Come on, man. Give it to me. What did you do?
I didn't do much, really.
Stop it.
All right, well, I just did one thing.
Well, come on. I need to know.
I worked out 6 hours a day, every day, for the last 20 years straight. I mean, anybody can do it, right?
Yeah. You know, I've gotten into hot yoga.
So there you have it, my friends. Anybody can do it. Anybody can do it. And it just starts with starting small and being committed and tracking and all that good stuff. Follow PAR, use the tools you have been given. Again, you have come to the right place. This is about habits and goals, and I guess I should say, maybe not so parenthetically, what was driving this was my goal of being more conditioned. And again, I can tell you from a cardiovascular standpoint, I am absolutely in just 40 days. I used to be so winded after I do sets of 15, absolutely gassed. And then now I can recover within 2 minutes easy and be on to the next set. So there you go, my friends. Anybody can do it. You got this. Hit me with your emails, your comments. Find me on Twitter at The Habit Factor. Love your show. Gotta go. See ya. Hey, really quick, I just want to remind you, if you want to grab your habits and goals tracking template, the template that started it all, you can get that really quickly. Just text me at 33444 and simply text the word habits. That is habits, HABITS, to 33444, and you will get the tracking template immediately. All right. Thank you so much for listening to the show. Thanks for dropping a quick review. It'll take you less than 30 seconds if you're getting value. And with that, I will see you on the next Mind Bullet Monday. I'm out.